please tell me who you are and what you're doing here.
My name is Willem. I'm one of the co-founders at IJsfontein, the game development company.
In Amsterdam?
In Amsterdam, yeah, we're based in Amsterdam. And I'm here giving a presentation. I have my booth here and I'm trying to learn some stuff.
So what's your story?
My story, in a way, is that when we started IJsfontein, my story is that I really love to tap into what I call the power of play. If you look at people playing games, they're optimistic, they're active, they're enjoying themselves, they're experimenting. And with IJsfontein we always try to capture this energy. So, and we're trying to do this in a very broad sense. So we're doing it for children, we're doing it for professionals. So we try to tap into the power of play.
And when you have to talk here, was it today or tomorrow?
Yes, today. Yeah.
Today. So what did you tell the audience?
Today I talked about the learnings we had from 2 projects that we did.
Yeah.
So we did 2 hospital projects. And I tried to share with the audience the things that went right, the things that went wrong, and stuff that we learned from that.
So what were the hospital projects about?
One is the ABCDE game. That's a method that's used at emergency rooms. If a patient comes in, they have to stabilize the patient and to do the right diagnose. And they have to make certain steps. And we developed a game for nurses and for medical staff to play with that and to learn how to stick to the steps and don't make too many mistakes. And the other game is a game about anger management. And so this is where people can play with escalating and de-escalating unwanted behavior.
Okay. Interesting.
It is.
So why are games for health important in your vision?
Well, I think the health at this moment is in sort of a transfer. It's changing. There are many demands on the health people.
Changing in what way?
Well, so there's more. We need more health. We need
healthcare.
Healthcare, yeah. We need more healthcare. There's less money. So this means that the whole healthcare needs to change. And we're all looking for different ways of doing this. And games is one of the ways that we can help people change their behavior, change their insights. And so that's why it's interesting. And because the healthcare is moving so much, there's a lot of openness for change. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's also an interesting market.
So it is a time of great opportunities?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, and great possibilities. There's so much to be done. You can help professionals, you can help patients. Most of the things in healthcare deal with change of behavior. I think games are brilliant in giving people insight and let them experiment and play with change of behavior and motivate them to change their behavior. So it's a field that combines quite well, games and health.
Yeah. What's your favorite example of a game and health?
Well, there's one example that I like. I don't. It's what the name is. It's built by a company in Leeuwarden, and it's for people who need to operate within the belly of a patient.
Yeah.
And they use these things.
Scissors?
No, it's not scissors. It's that you go into the belly and then you operate.
It's a remote control to be inside.
Yeah. And they need to experiment with this. And what they did is they turned it into a Wii game, so that you can play on the Wii. And I really like the designs of it, and I like the thought behind it, because they said if you can play it on the Wii, then we can also send it to countries where there's less money, and they still have a simulation game where they can be better doctors. So that's what I really liked about it.
Yeah, yeah. Is there a big trend going on at the moment, you think, in games for health? You mentioned, well, needing more care, less money, but is that the trend, or is there something? Well,
I think I think the health industry, it's what I was trying to say before. I think the health industry is really changing itself, reinventing itself. And so I think the biggest trend that I'm seeing right now is this openness. If we also work for large corporates, big companies, and for them gaming is something extra. It's fun, it's stuff that you can try. And but if I look at the healthcare, there's this openness and this also try being a little bit vulnerable. And so I think that's why change here is going more rapid than in other parts of the
segments.
Segments.
It sometimes seems like that people think that games for health is a solution for everything, but it probably isn't.
No, it isn't. What is it? I think it's you should never exaggerate the effect of games or gaming. But I think in a sort of set of tools that you can give your patients, of your professionals, for me games are the most optimistic and active tools that you can give to people. So they won't change healthcare, but they can make it a bit more fun and more challenging.
And what will the world look like in 10 years' time?
We'll all be flying instead of driving. Now, I think what will change.
Or is 10 years too
no,
short?
no. Well, maybe too long.
Too long.
Yeah. I think one of the things that we will see is that's a technical thing, but that's the tablets or coming to the beds, to the patients.
Yeah.
And I hope this will really empower the patients because it gives them information at the moment that they need it. If you look at a typical situation in a hospital, you are laying there for hours and hours. Then you have 2 seconds, a specialist is coming to your bed.
With a group of people usually?
With a group of people, yeah. So you have 3 questions that you can ask and then he's gone for a whole day.
Yeah.
And this is not really empowering the patients. And I think with the introduction of tablets, and they're already doing this, every patient his own tablet, will empower the patients very much.
But you mean in the way that they can look things up on the internet, or that they
can find their own stuff
to ask questions on the
I think
to question the specialist
yeah,
online?
Well, now they can get their information at the moment. They can prepare for the visit of the specialist, so they're more prepared. I think they should see their medical information. So they can discuss it with people who are sitting at their beds, so they can show pictures. So they now at this moment, in a way, they're not part of the process. You are a patient, but you're sort of out of the process.
Yeah.
If you would give all this information back to the patient, you will make him part of the process and empower him in his situation.
But will it work for everyone? Will I can imagine that some people it's really really good, but some people might not understand at all.
Yeah, but that's what's nice about the interactive medium. You can choose yourself what you want to see, what you don't want to see. I know there are small games where you can see your operation, or where you can play out your operation yourself. Well, for some people this will work, for some people it won't. So if there's enough and you can choose what you think you should have, I think it will work.
Okay. So what game do you use to improve your health?
It's called Map My Ride. And it's not really a game, but there are game elements in that. I try to go on bike from my house to my office, and it's 23 kilometers, so that's quite a long ride.
Yeah.
And Map My Ride has little elements in there where I can challenge myself, see how other people are doing, and so it's not really a game, but it has game elements in it, and it encourages me to take the bike more often.
Sounds okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Is there a racing element in it as well, or?
Well, that's funny because when I bought the bike the first time, I also had this racing thing in it, and that works for me. That works counterproductive. because I want to be better than yesterday every day. So then I stretch myself too much. So I
Totally tired. That's your
yeah, so
work.
I keep that out. So the direct feedback doesn't work for me. So
That's how you learn.
yeah, that's how I learn. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.